Starting this fall, Ontario will become one of the first provinces to offer second language courses in American Sign Language to all high school students for credit. Advocates call this a huge step forward in bridging the communication gap with the deaf and hard of hearing communities. Joining us this morning for more is Wanda Blackett, who is a resource development coordinator at Silent Voice Canada, along with ASL interpreter Rebecca Stuckless, who will sign to Wanda during our interview as Wanda is hard of hearing. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Wanda, let's start with you. Why are you so excited about a second language course in American Sign Language?
I'm really excited because I think that public awareness means that moving forward, it will provide opportunities for more access, which is fabulous. And I think for hearing individuals to learn ASL and LSQ, it's very exciting because they'll have a better awareness. And also for our deaf and hard of hearing young people who are mainstreamed in education, many of them have maybe never seen ASL or LSQ or had access to that. I personally was grew up hard of hearing. I did not have access to any kind of signed language. And I was awkward and shy. I did not have confidence. And really, when I went to university, I finally had access to American Sign Language there. I took the course and just fell in love and immersed my whole life in that language. And now when I look at that and I see how I compare myself to deaf and hard of hearing youth people and thinking if they could have access in high school, what that would do for them. And so I think it would be great for them. And also, I think right now, the ASL and LSQ curriculum for second language users is fantastic. It's a great first step. It's a beginning of getting this out there. But hopefully the ministry will start thinking about ASL and LSQ for first language users and develop and establish the curriculum for that and make that available for more people who use sign language to communicate.
I love your story, Wanda. How will courses like this, especially at the high school level, start to create a culture of inclusivity for the deaf and hard of hearing communities?
I think it's important because then there becomes an understanding and respect for the culture. And we see that deaf signers out there. Sorry, I've got a lag on my end. Sorry, the interpreter everything is lagged. Technology is not always our friend.
It's a challenge for sure.
So as people learn sign language and have exposure to deaf people, they will have a more recognition and respect for the deaf community, for sign language itself. And really, many people think that ASL and LSQ, they assume that they're the same. It's the same as spoken language. They think it's equivalent or the same as English. And it's completely different. It has its own unique grammar, syntax. It has it's its own language. It has its own structure. And so it's very unique. It's a language unto itself. So it's a beautiful language. And when people will not just learn language, but they will learn about the storytelling and the folklore and the culture.
Wanda, I love hearing that, and especially from your perspective, knowing that it's more than just the techniques of signing, it is also the culture, and as you mentioned, folklore, and I can't wait to have more conversations about that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Wanda, and to Rebecca for signing for us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, we'll send it back to Ben in the studio.